Welcome back to Sports Rap Live, everybody. We are broadcasting live from the Junction Bar and Grill, where each and every Thursday is steak night, and the drinks are always ice cold, of course. Hey, and coming up in 30 minutes, Kadoma will be by to update you on the H-Town Sneaker Summit news and bring you Sneak of the Week, number 128, straight off the NBA courts, of course, years and years ago. And we've got it here tonight on the table. But right now, we're going to dive headfirst into the Martinez report, and it's brought to you by...
Well, whoever wants to bring it from. That's
right.
right. It's open for business, just like you from the rap sheet.
That's right. That's right.
But for now, me, Andrew Martinez.
All right. Well, hey, we've got a special guest on the line. Andrew, I'm going to let you get into it, but let's bring our special guest on the line right now, of course. Phife Dawg from A Tribe Called Quest. Phife, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Man, it's great to hear your voice, Phife.
What's up, Phife? What do you think about these Tar Heels?
I mean, I think if they're going to lose, they might as well do it right now. Because come conference tournament time, they better get it together.
Well, the AFC, excuse me, Phife, got a little choked up about this ACC. But, you know, a lot of people have been knocking the ACC this year. They say the league's down. What are your thoughts? Because we got a Duke team that's going to have to face the Florida State team that ran North Carolina out of the gym.
I still think Duke can handle their business. Where's that game being played?
The Duke game this weekend, that one is that's at Duke.
Okay, I think Duke could win that one, but I'm not sleeping on Florida State. But it will be a difficult task for them to beat both of those teams from Tobacco Road.
Well, hey, we know, Phife, you're a huge college hoops fan, so that's why we're going to bring you on as our special correspondent from wherever you are in the world. But, hey, we got to introduce your own segment to the good listeners out there on Sports Talk 790 and the iHeartRadio app. And that, of course, is Phife's Five. And I'm gonna ask you right now to give us your 5 teams that you think right now, mid-January, could win it all, including a couple sleepers. Because Andrew Martinez, he thinks only two teams can win it. Phife, give us your top 5, starting with number 5.
Starting with number 5, I have to go with the UConn Huskies. I think they have a chance to get hot just like they did last year. Come conference tournament time, and then going into the main tournament. They're looking okay so far, but I never underestimated Jim Calhoun coach team. So look out for the UConn Huskies. That's number 5. Number 4, I have to go with the Ohio State Buckeyes. They lost not too long ago, but like I said about the Tar Heels earlier, it's better to lose now and gain momentum at the right time. Similar to the NFL playoffs with the New York Giants. That's a whole other story. Number three, I have to go with the 17 Orange Men. I mean, they've been number 1 so far this season. When your 6th man is the best player on your team, you should be really happy about that. That's a very good problem to have. So I see Syracuse really making big noise. Number 2, I'm going to go with the Kentucky Wildcats. They're just loaded from top to bottom. And then number 1, you know I have to go with UNC all day, every day, even though they've been looking shaky of late. But Roy Williams will get his team together when the time is necessary. Now, as far as sleepers, I think, first of all, I think the Final Four is going to be Carolina, Kentucky, Syracuse, and the sleeper team to make the Final Four is going to come from the Big 12 conference. We could say Baylor, we could say Missouri, and we could also say Kansas.
All right, Phife.
The team that I'm going to pick as my main sleeper to watch out for is the Missouri Tigers.
That's a good pick. All right, I got my 5 right here. My 5, I guess I'll do it in reverse order as well. I have Creighton as kind of my wild card team. I think I think right now you look at them, I think they're playing great. I think you're going to have another season where I'm not sure if they'll make the Final Four, but I'm pretty positive that this year you're going to have one team make the Final Four, like a VCU, only because I really think there are only two dominant teams. My fourth team, it's kind of like a tie between 3 and 4 for me, between North Carolina and Baylor. I think they're both equally soft. I think they're both equally very talented. I just don't see much fight in either team. I think Perry Jones for Baylor, he really hasn't solidified his NBA stock. He doesn't show a lot of want. He does not really motivate that team. I think Pierre Jackson kind of and Quincy Acey run that team more than he does. I think for North Carolina has a lot of good guys, but none of them are junkyard dogs. None of them are that Psycho T, Tyler Hansbrough, get in your face, slap you upside the head, get in your face, make you, fear them before you fear the coach. Don't let your teammate down before you let your coach down. And I just don't see that. I don't see that on either of those teams. My number 2 team I have is, I think for right now it's Kentucky, although I think Kentucky has a more talented team than Syracuse. I think Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, he is that junkyard dog for Kentucky. He's their go-to guy in crunch time. He's obviously the most talented guy on the floor whenever they need a shot. I think this guy's talent and his leadership is incredible for a freshman. And my number 1 team, I have to go with Syracuse right now. Their zone defense right now is incredible. They're playing as a team. They don't have the NBA level talent yet, but they don't have to have it because they play as a team. Really more than any other team in college basketball right now. They get it. They buy into the zone defense. They're the number 1 team for a reason.
Right, yeah.
Well, if you mentioned the Big 12 and your sleeper team, Andrew, I know he was all over this Kansas versus Baylor game because nobody goes into Fog Island and wins a game. So, Andrew, break down this game for us.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you caught this, Phife, but over the weekend, we had on Monday, actually, it was the big Kansas, game at home. And, no one beats Kansas at home. Thomas Robinson, this guy might be the leader right now in the nation for Player of the Year. I think it's gonna be a wide open race between Kansas, Baylor, and Missouri. If you had to pick one of those teams right now to win the Big 12, who do you think you would take?
I'm gonna pick Missouri.
That's a good pick. I think their size is going to give them a lot of problems because while they can put a lot of 4 guards on the court, I think their size is going to hurt them like it did against Kansas State. I think it's going to hurt them against teams like a Baylor who can put their front court up on pretty much anyone. One of the other teams that we're looking at this weekend.
I think Missouri, for the simple fact they have the first-year coach in Frank Hayes, and the spotlight is on. It's been on Baylor since last season. It's still on them now, and Kansas always gets the spotlight because they're always loaded from top to bottom. With Missouri, nobody's really talking about the Presti brothers, the sons of Paul Presti, and they're just incredible. And I think they like that underdog role. So if you're not careful, they're going to come up and bite you where it hurts.
Phil Presti this season has been damn near incredible. I mean, if you watch him, that guy is a one-man wrecking crew when it comes to guard.
Right.
We got some games for this weekend, Adam, and tonight.
Hey, let's look ahead at some of these games. Starting with tonight, Phife, we've got some action on here at Junction Bar and Grill, and Andrew's going to look ahead at some of the weekend action. Go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, we got Cal is playing tonight. I'm trying to find them on my. Here we go. Let's see. Well, they're actually winning by 10 at half right now, but that's a big game in the Pac-12 because right now Washington, who's been pretty lackluster, they're 4-1 though at home, so I think they can maybe get a lot of momentum if they can pull this comeback off. While Cal, people aren't giving them enough credit. Yeah, the Pac-12 pretty much sucks, but they're a really good team. They have 4 losses to teams like Missouri, San Diego State, UNLV, and Oregon State. Those aren't bad losses. Those are good losses. Well, granted, they haven't beaten anyone worth really merit, to put a lot of, a feather in their hat, but they're not a bad team. They're not as bad as everyone says the Pac-12 is built to be.
They're 15-4.
Yeah. On Saturday, we got a big game this weekend. Now, Phife, I want to know, do you watch much of some of the outside the BCS conferences? Do you watch a lot of games?
Outside of the what conference?
The Big Six. Do you watch any like Mountain West, Missouri Valley, A10? Do you watch any of those?
Atlantic 10 every now and then, but I haven't watched it outside of those main 6 conferences like you said.
Well, I know something you did see was the Xavier-Cincinnati fight. Did you have any thoughts about that?
Things happen in the heat of the moment. They should always be aware when a Syracuse plays with St. John's or, those in-state rivals or what have you. Everybody should be aware that something can happen, but there's no room in the sport for that. You know what I mean? but things do happen. Everybody's human at the end of the day.
The reason I ask,
I'm not sure that's going to happen again.
The reason I ask is because Xavier's playing Dayton this weekend, and Xavier they're 4-1 in conference, and, and they're doing pretty well since that. They had that big win, but there was a lot of negative energy they had going through their team. But they're 4-1. I think they're going to win the A10. They have 2 Holloway. I think they start to rally around each other every year. They make a big run, and I think they can really galvanize with each other and make another big run. Adam, this could be one of the teams that we're talking about for Final Four later on the season.
I think they're at least Sweet 16 set.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they're good enough to make it that far. I really do.
Well, there it is. There it is. Words from the Phife. We had the Phife's Five, of course, the premiere of Phife's Five tonight with his 5 teams that could make a run in the Final Four. And Phife, we're going to check in with you on Sunday to wrap up some of this action that happens this weekend. We're going to dive headfirst into college basketball, the NBA. We appreciate you joining us. Of course, Phife Dawg, y'all can catch them each and every episode of Sports Rap Live.
Yep.
Right here on Sports Talk 790. Bun B is in the building. Of course, 2 legends on the phone at one time. We got one on the phone, one on the microphone.
I just want to say, Adam, that this whole season, all the March Madness, it's all going to be on 790 every single game. So if you want to hear it, this is the station.
Every game.
That's right. That's right. All right, Phife, we'll catch up with you on Sunday, man. Enjoy your weekend, brother.
You too, man. Peace out.
We'll see you real soon. We'll see you real soon. All right, hey, we're going to go to a quick break. Take it to the top of the hour. When we come back, we're going to get into some more hardwood action on the NBA right here on Sports Rap Live.
Yeah.